In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a real AI app with Claude and Higgsfield. So you can describe an app, generate images inside it, and publish it to a live URL you can share. Higgsfield just added app building, and the part that matters is you don't write any code. Just tell Claude what you want, and it builds the front end, the back end, and the database for you. We're going to build two apps. One a small business could actually use, and one built just to get shared around. Big thanks to Higgsfield for sponsoring this video. I'm Jamie, and let's get into it. I'm going to get logged into my Higgsfield account and head over to the app builder. The link is down below in the description, so you can just click on it and join me. Now, before we build our own, let's take a look at what's already out there because it shows you the shape of what these apps can be. This is the Explore feed on Higgsfield. Ad Studio here turns a photo of your product into finish ads. Octagon takes two photos and drops them into a title fight. Cover Lab makes music cover art. Motion Forge does motion graphics. And notice, these aren't demos. The cards show views and the credits people have actually spent inside each app. Notice the pattern too. Every one of these is a generator. You give a little, it makes something shareable. That's exactly the kind of app we're about to build, just for our brand. Now, that's the target, not a website, a little machine that makes things. Let's set it up. Now, quick note first, there's two ways to build these, and both are legit. The first is right on the Higgsfield website. Their builder walks you through the choices. What type of app, what style, and a model picker. And look at who's at the top of the list. Claude, Fable 5, Sonnet 5, Opus 4.8, and a few others. So even on Higgsfield's own site, Claude is doing the building. Now that tells you the split for both paths. Claude is the developer, and Higgsfield is the platform, the hosting, the sign-in, the image generation inside the app. The second way, and the one I'm going to be using, is the Higgsfield MCP inside Claude. Same platform, same developer, but I'm building where I already work. So my chat history is here, my other connectors are here, and when the app needs a fix next month, it's the one message in the same place. So if you live in Higgsfield site, build there. I live in Claude, so we're building here. Now, the bridge between the two is the Higgsfield connector inside Claude. Let me show you how you can quickly set this up. Now, this is a 1, 2, 3 process, and they have it right here for you. So I'm just going to click on this, and it's going to open up the 3 steps you need to do. We're going to need this. So I'm just going to go ahead and click copy. So it's going to tell me to go over to my settings and connectors. So I'm going to go over to Claude. Now, I'm just going to go and hit the plus. There's a few different ways you can do this, and I'm going to go to connectors and manage connectors. Now, I already have Higgsfield here, so this is a custom one I need to add. So I'm just going to go click on add, and we go add custom connector. So I would give it a name like Higgsfield. I would just go and put this in right here, and all I have to do is hit add. When you do that the first time, you will need to connect to your Higgsfield account. If I click on Higgsfield, you can see where I can go through custom permissions on all these different levels. And then when you're back over in Claude, just make sure under connectors that you have Higgsfield toggled on. Once it's connected, Claude can create the app, build it, and deploy it on your behalf. You stay in the chat the whole time. Now, the one thing that trips people up is if your Higgsfield account is on a team or shared plan, the first build can error out right away. The error doesn't tell you why. It's not your credits and it's not your plan. You just have to pick what workspace you're building in first. Now, select your workspace and the same request goes through. So that's the setup. Connected, workspace picked, ready to build. Let's build the first app. We're Basecamp Brew Co., a small mountain town coffee roaster, and we're launching a new espresso called Ridgeline. Say the owner wants to make a fresh poster for every seasonal drink without hiring a designer each time. Now, that's the app. Watch what I actually type. I'm not going to be describing code. I'm describing what I want. And here's what I'm going to ask. Build me Ridgeline Poster Studio on Higgsfield. I type a seasonal drink for my coffee shop and it generates a print-ready poster image. Save each poster to the gallery I can come back to. I'm going to use Fable 5 and I'm going to go and submit. So I can see that it's connected with Higgsfield right now. Sometimes I don't use the term Higgsfield directly and it will still pick it up. I just find by habit, I just always put that in and then it just always makes sure I go to the right connector. And now Claude goes to work. It's planning the screens, building the front end, setting up the back end, and adding image generation. The first time I ran through this, I did get an error, but it was a very quick fix. And I'm just back in my Claude settings, and I'm going to go down to capabilities and just scroll down a little bit here to this part, the debate and allow list. Now, here's what was happening. Claude builds the app by pulling its code from Higgsfield, and Claude coding environment only talks to websites you've approved. Higgsfield's code host isn't on that list out of the box. So I just simply put this in, and I'll put this down below in the description so you can just paste it in, click add, and then if you're getting that error, that should fix it. All right, take a look at this Poster Studio. It's available now on Higgsfield. I do have to publish this in a moment. I'll show you because I do have it listed under private, but I'll show you where we can access that as well. But if I move down here, let's take a look. Here is the URL of the app, the name Ridgeline Posters Higgsfield.app. If I go ahead and click on it here, let's go ahead and open the link. So I do need to sign in to my Higgsfield account for this, and I'll go ahead and do that. And here's the app. All I have to do is put in my idea, the shop name. I have the poster styles that I can pick from. Let's go back to Claude and take a look at some of the other items, and tells us how it works. You type the drink idea, you generate, you get a confirmation with a model, gallery. Every finished poster saves automatically with a drink idea. And a few notes, sign in with Higgsfield, like you just saw. The one hiccup is the session. The original Ridgeline poster address was already taken. That's probably because when I did it before as a trial. So this one lives under Ridgeline posters. The launch covers the app and card, everything here. So want me to run a test poster through it, maybe Ridgeline Espresso Tonic. I'm going to put the same thing in here, Ridgeline Espresso Tonic, and let's generate that poster. Everything looks good. I'm going to confirm 2 credits. And here's our poster, and it's going to be saved to the gallery. Right down below is the gallery. We only have 1 poster saved right now. I want to go back to the Higgsfield website here, and I just want to show you some things. So I'm just under the app. And notice this, a chance to win 100 grand. I'm going to come back to that in a moment, but I want to go to my apps, and here is this. So this is a private app right now. So I haven't pushed it out, so it wouldn't be under the Explorer. So if I hit publish on this, so notice that your app will appear on the community feed. Most used apps rise to the top. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and publish this one in this example because it's just a fictitious company here. But if you're getting some great ideas to make some apps, you might want to be thinking about this $100,000 prizes and terms are right here. You go ahead, build an app, submit it, and there's real prize money on the line. Costs nothing to enter it. One thing to notice, our app came out dark. Now, it's in Higgsfield's own style. That's the default when Claude builds with their templates. So if you build it on their website instead, there's the style picker that I mentioned before. So here's the Higgsfield one, but you do have some other choices. Now, something to note, and I hadn't tried it yet, you might be able to say inside your prompt in Claude what type of style you're looking for, and then it would adapt. So that's app 1, live, a working URL. You can hand it to anyone, and a spot on the feed if you want it found. Now the fun one, and this is where you see the pattern repeat. The first app was useful, and now this one's built to get shared. Same brand, Basecamp Brew, but now it's a little quiz. Build me What's Your Roast on Higgsfield, a 4-question quiz about someone's coffee taste that generates a custom coffee character card matched to a Basecamp Brew roast. Make it easy to share. Let's go ahead and submit. So this time it's asking me some questions about how should the coffee character card be generated, pre-designed or AI generated. I'm going to go with AI generated. I could also skip that if I wanted as well. So this is the same process. Claude is planning it, it's building it, wires in the image generation, and it's going to deploy it. So notice on this time, I'm getting another question. Do I want What's Your Roast on the Higgsfield community feed? So from this point, I can publish the feed, publish and cover video, keep it unlisted for now. I'm just going to keep it unlisted for now. I can always go back and publish it the way I showed you the other. All right, it's totally live. Let's click on the app here. We'll open up the link. How do you take your coffee? Well, I'm a black drinker. Pick your perfect morning. Slow cabin morning, 0 plans. The flavor you chase. I'm going to go with smoky and bold. Your brew ritual. Let's go with a pour over with a scale and timer. So my match, I'm the campfire storyteller. Dark roast, tall tales. Sign in to generate your card. So I'm signing in to Higgsfield. Generate my card. I'm going to confirm the credits. And there's my character, the campfire storyteller. I can copy the link. I can download it. Okay, let's try this now. Let's go ahead and deploy and list the app to the community. So maybe you guys can give it a try. And just like that, What's Your Roast is published and live on the Higgsfield community feed, where anybody can discover it. And here I am back in my apps. I can see it's published. I could still submit it if I wanted to. Let's go to Explore, and I'm just going to do a search and see what comes up with What's Your Roast. And there it is right here. Give it a try to see what type of coffee character you are. So where does this actually fit? Let's be straight about it. It's good when the app is the AI, a generator, a maker, a little tool that produces images from text. That's the sweet spot. Keep that in mind. And it runs on Higgsfield credits. So every generation your user makes costs credits. Plan for that if you share it widely. Used for what it's built for, it's genuinely fast. An idea to live, shareable AI app all in one sitting, described in plain English. That's the honest picture. Narrow, but very good inside its lane. So that's the Higgsfield app builder with Claude. Now, remember, the link is down below in the description so you can test it out today. Now, describe an app, generate inside it, publish it live, no code. If you want to try it, pick one small idea this week, a poster maker, a quiz, one generator, and just describe it. Thanks for watching this week on Teachers Tech. I'll see you next time with more tech tips and tutorials.